Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody of all ages, all nationalities, who all come together under the banner of sports. This is Bold Prediction Sports Media coming at you again, once again on a Wednesday, another episodic, episode 84 to be exact. You see Mr. KC over there, brimming, smiling, having a good old time in that Florida weather. I'm that dude with the beard currently in Championship City. You see the banners behind me. Mr. KC, what's going on, man?
Oh, just enjoying this excellent sunshine state, getting ready for this football season. We're quickly approaching less than 100 days. We're out here getting it.
He's not lying here, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is buzzing. The NFL season is buzzing. Moves are still happening and some holdouts happening in certain situations, but we are here to get through this schedule here, to get through these rest of the remaining teams here so we can have some locks in coming by week one before we make the ultimate determination based on realistic fact and what's actually happening. We're going to dive right on into a team here that I got a little bit of hope for, but we're gonna see what the schedule say. We starting with
Oof.
the New York Football Giants. And ladies and gentlemen, like I always say, if you're a fan of the show, football is better when the Giants are good, and that's just what it is. Um, let's just dive on into it here. Week one, we have the G-Men versus the Vikings. And in my opinion, you couldn't ask for a better game to open the season because they're still trying to figure things out. Well, y'all can just come on down and get that thing rolling. I got the Giants week one over the Vikings.
The Giants over the Vikings?
For sure.
Oof, not me. I'll give me the Vikings on that one.
All right. Mr. KC got the Vikings on that one here. And, it's not surprising here. We're going to move on to week two. And congratulations, New York. You're starting off 2-0 because after that, you have to play the Washington Commanders. And I have you with another dub week two. Starting off both games on Fox, getting it in.
Yeah, this is actually going to be a very interesting matchup at this point preseason. Like just thinking about this game, I think this will show a lot about these two teams. But I'm with you. Give me the Giants. I'm going to lean Giants on this one.
Okay, okay. Well, Giants here. You're starting off 2-0. In week three, you're gonna travel. You're on the road again 2 weeks in a row, and this time you're heading on over to Cleveland. And in my honest opinion, you're gonna win this game too. I got you starting the season at 3-0. With an upset, it's not an upset because the world don't think you can win. It's upset because everybody in Cleveland gonna be upset. Like we still can't win games. What's going on? The defense ain't enough. Deshaun Watson stole all our money. Ah, G-Man, week three, 3-0.
No, I don't think the Browns even need a quarterback to beat the G-men. Deshaun Watson is not anything that's going to help him, but I don't think it's enough to hurt him against the Giants.
Woo. We're gonna have to see here because as far as I know, and as far as I can see with the improvements that the Giants made, and the Browns didn't get better anywhere really. So, yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with the G man. I got you at 3-0. Mr. KC got you at 1-2. And this is where the pot starts stirring here. I've already said that these teams was gonna split. So, matter of fact, here before I give my official pick, let me go back and see. Yeah, I had them winning week four. Giants, you're 4-0 because I got you beating Dallas week four, the first of your two matchups. I had to go back and check my Dallas list, and I did put Vanilla Vic in the boys week four. So I'm sticking with my guns. I got Vanilla Vic and the G Man week four, starting off the season at 4-0.
I don't even got to check my list. I already know the Cowboys won that game. I'm still at 1-3 at this point.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. We know how the Giants are. They're a streaky team. Either they're streaking in one direction or they're streaking in another. And I believe this is one of their own seasons. And they start off the season 4-0. And after they beat Dallas, they're like, oh, is this the team that's going to come out? So it's going to make for a better story because football is better when the Giants are good. Anyway,
Mm.
we moving on to week five here. And this is where I feel like is your first legitimate L of the season. You got to go up to Seattle and play Geno and the boys. and this is your first loss against the Seahawks in Seattle.
I ain't even got to say nothing. You know that's the right pick.
Oh yeah, I know you gotta go with the Hawks, baby. Geno Smith, baby. Yes, sir. Um, Let me go here. Yeah, let me scroll down a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. You know how it is working on these computers. All right, let's get on to this next game here. And on the list we have, ooh, this should be a dub. Well, it may be a dub. Your week 6 matchup is against the Cincinnati Bengals. And I've always said it, and I'm gonna continue to say it. The Bengals are gonna bingle. And let me check my. Didn't we already do the Bengals too? Let me go back to
Yeah,
my Bengal list real quick. On the Bengals list, I got them losing to the Giants too. Look, in my mind, I already know where I'm going, but for the record, you gotta always double check. And ladies and gentlemen, I already had the Giants winning this game. Boom, bam! You are 5-1 on the season, New York.
this is not the stretch you needed with one win, New York. Look, I ain't got to check my Cincinnati list either. That's all I'm going to say. This is Cincinnati game.
They said we're gonna see, man. Historically starting slow, and we'll see how healthy your boy Joe is. I'm gonna definitely go with the G man. Let's move on here. Next game on the schedule. And come on, oh, hold on, got too many tabs open. There we go. We have the New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And ladies and gentlemen, I got the Giants losing this one here. They're going to split with the Eagles, but I don't feel like they're going to beat them through the first round. But in all reality, they could sweep these Eagles, man, because they're going to be terrible. But the benefit of the doubt, I'm leaving the door open for the Eagles at least one game. So they get the dub right here early in the season. Who you got, Mr. KC?
Well, I know you folks think I'm about to talk some shit, but this is actually a closer game than most people would suspect.
I'm trying to
But
tell you.
I'm still gonna lean with the Eagles because I like Jalen Hurts a whole lot more, in my opinion. Still a better base situation, but not as great as people might think.
No, understandable here. Like I said, we're gonna wait to see what that Eagles offense look like and see what they can do on the field. And then after that, here week 8, we have the New York Giants at the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I've already checked that list. I had the G-men winning this game too. That was gonna be the Steelers' first loss of the season in an upset. The G-men handle business.
Man, I'm over here scrambling, hoping I can give them a win somewhere. Unfortunately, this is definitely not it. Like, can we get a Panthers team? Can we get somebody? Can we get some kind of cupcake coming up? Because this ain't it for me.
I'm telling you, man, this team is going to be a lot better than what you expect. But like I said, when they was cold during Vanilla Vic's last full season, you was still on the I don't know train. But we're gonna get you all the way there. We're gonna get you there. We had to walk there with Jordan Love. I'm gonna get you there with the Giants too. Uh, and next game you got here, and you begin to go on another little winning streak, man. Y'all get to play the Washington Commanders again, and you get another dub. Um, I mean, unless Mr. Casey gonna contest that too, I'm pretty sure you're gonna win this game. But let's hear it.
I feel like these two teams should be splitting. Uh, I'm gonna say the Giants sweep. They sweep the Commanders. We give them the 2 wins. We're up to 2 now. I'm throwing a dog a bone and picking the Giants.
He's a throwing him a bone. This dude. Oh God! And here comes another. So at this point, after you beat them, you're on a 2-game win streak after losing to the Eagles, and then you get a bye week because you play the Carolina Panthers. And we're gonna go ahead and add that as another dub on the list here. And
Yeah, we
Giants.
needed that one. That's the one we needed. You heard me, folks. I did not look at the schedule before this show, but
Yeah,
boy,
eight
the
wins,
Giants
baby.
they needed this one. They needed this one. Look, and let's not get it mistaken. This might be the game the Panthers needed. Could go both ways. Could go both
No,
ways.
it can't go both ways. because you trying to put you trying to put the Giants down there with the Panthers, and the Panthers are by far at the bottom of the barrel where the black goo is, and they're definitely going to lose this game. There's no
Yeah,
question about it.
I'm giving the Giants the win though. The benefit of the
I like
doubt.
I got them on a little streak. I have them next. They're going to be hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that's going to be a win for them again.
Yeah, for the Bucks. Yeah, that'll be another win for the Bucks. Um, we're at 3 wins so far.
Well, you heard his pick, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I got the G-men in that game. After that, here I have Dallas beating them in the week 13, and moving on here, 'cause I'm pretty sure he's gonna pick Dallas as well because he's in love with Jerry.
Yeah,
then
yeah, pretty
the
much.
next, then the next game we got here is another game that I feel like is like a bye week. You get to play the Saints, and I believe you're gonna win that game too, just because these other I don't think what Mr. KC is considering how terrible these other teams are. He just thinks that the Giants are that bad, but these other teams are so terrible, terrible. So they're gonna beat the Saints,
I
and
I can get with that. I can get with the Saints beating the Saints. I'm with you there. I'm joining the trade. Look. I've suddenly went on a 3 win streak, three
he
game
just
win streak. We're sitting at 4 wins all of a sudden. It's a big improvement from one.
he said it was just a subtle, it was just a little bit, like a little bit move forward. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I got the G-men in this game, dude. I think your season's gonna be a lot better than what Mr. KC have you at so far. But moving on here to your next game, after you get the win on the Saints, you have to play the Baltimore Ravens, and you're definitely going to lose that game.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think you're beating Big Trust and King James. Oh, I would say King James and King Henry. So I got you losing that game here. After that, here, let's see here. You get the Falcons, and you know what? I'm kind of split on this one here.
No,
That
you're
one
not.
can really go to either way. Yeah, I am, dude. Because at this point, I don't really know. Well, oops, I almost deleted them out of the list. I don't know where this is going to go either way. I don't know how healthy Kirk Cousins is going to be, even though Atlanta tried to fix that offensive line. And then, like I said, I was got to question the health of the Giants, but I think I'm gonna go with the G man.
Oh no, I'm going Atlanta on that one. Look, even I got the same questions about Kirk Cousins. I question even if he comes back and is healthy. I also question what he looks like after that injury. But thankfully, they've got that backup quarterback situation figured out, in my opinion. And I'll be excited to see Penix if that's the case.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll see what's going on with that. Like I said, I'm still gonna go with the G men in that situation. After that, they're going to Indianapolis to play the Colts, and I'm gonna pick the Colts in this game just because the Colts are gonna be late in the season. They scrappy. They might be able to be fighting for a wild card spot. We gotta see. The location is TBD. Or no, they'll be at home. I see it now, and they're gonna be at home. So this will be an impressive win for the Colts on the road, beating the Giants late in the season after the Giants have pretty much been controlling the NFC for the most part, for their little part. Let me say that. Then week
Yeah,
18. Oh, who you got in that? I'm sorry.
yeah, I got the Giants or the Colts as well. Excuse me. Sorry, Colts fans. I almost gave you hope there. But yeah, the Colts, for whatever reason, are always a scrappy, beat a team kind of team. Like it's the worst underdog type team you want to play as the Colts.
Yeah, you're not lying here. And last game of the season, we got the G-Men versus the Eagles, and I'm going with the Giants because I already said they're going to split. So I'm giving the Giants the win there.
I'm gonna go Giants as well. They'll ruin their draft spot if anything and get that 5th win. I feel like
That
you
draft spot
know
gone.
yeah
They
yeah
they in the playoffs.
Ooh. I
These
made it to
Giants are in the
5.
playoffs.
What'd you get to? What'd you get to? What was yours?
I got them at, let me see here, the first four wins, boom. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see, 9, 10, 11. I got them at 12 wins.
Mm. Oof. It's always interesting when we're flipped. You know, when we hit the same numbers, you can lock those guaranteed in. But when we see it different, it's always interesting to see where the final cards land, and it goes both ways a lot of times. Like it's really interesting.
It is, and we're gonna see if these New York Football Giants just keep it healthy and keep it together, and we're gonna see another dominating season like what they were capable of just 2 years ago.
It's
So,
not
so we'll
impossible.
see.
It's not impossible. They got the coaching staff for it. I like Dable and them. Like it's not bad. It's just a lot of questions. A lot of questions.
For sure. Well, I don't blame you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna jump on over into the AFC here, and we're going to talk about a team that no one has really any high hopes for here. This is definitely rebuild mode, but they got a new coach, and teams with new coaches tend to come out a little scrappy. We're talking about the New England Patriots. New England Patriots.
You know,
And
this is
ladies and
probably
gentlemen,
this has got to be the hardest one to predict this season.
maybe, but we're going to see where the cards fall here. Uh, let's see here. First game of the season, the New England Patriots at the Cincinnati Bengals. And I'm pretty sure I had already picked the Bengals to win this game. This will be the first time they win a game early in the season in years, just because they're playing the Patriots. But then again, this game might be close because for some reason the Bengals always Bengal, and they can't never just cleanly beat these dudes. So I'm gonna give it to the Bengals for right now.
Wouldn't this be one of those big upsets week one? You know, where the
It
crowd
wouldn't
goes
even be an
crazy.
upset. I'd be upset
Oh
because
yeah.
I just couldn't say I was. I'd be upset because I could have been right. But that's the only thing upsetting about it. Because, dude, I know Cincinnati don't have it. They're not gonna make it to the playoffs again, and I can honestly see them losing this game. But if Joe Burrow is playing, if everybody's healthy week one in Cincinnati, and they're all at least putting their personal feelings aside to play football, especially the receivers who's been trying to get money and all that stuff, then we'll see. But if we got a disgruntled program playing football out there, the Patriots could easily win that game.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And I mean, that's why this is probably the hardest to pick because there's a lot of we don't know what the coaching staff is definitely is. You know, there's questions of the quarterback. You know, they it's a new quarterback this year. It's there's so many different aspects to this unseen formula that we're this will be interesting year for the Patriots.
Yeah, for sure. And considering your conference and everything, the door is always still wide open for you to win. Hey man, if you just manage to get them conference wins, them division wins, I mean, we're gonna see. Week two, you got another L, man. You got to play Gino and the boys, and it's fair to say you're gonna get hawked.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately for the Patriots, it's 0-2 start for me.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, here's a bright side in my mind. Patriots, September 19th, Thursday night. You get your first win when you play the New York Jets. Because I don't think, even if Aaron's there, I just don't
Is
see
where's this?
anything working out.
Oh,
I
I
don't see
don't
it.
know if it really matters where this game is at, really, right? Because either way, they're right next to each other. It's not
Right,
like it's a far travel.
right.
Um, man,
I'm going with the
uh,
Patriots, man. I'm gonna because the Jets are so trash, and I who's they back up there now?
I'm not even sure, but I know Aaron Rodgers wasn't even showing up to mandatory minicamp, so it does make you gives you little flashbacks to Vietnam, right? Like, good lordy, Wardy, not this shit again.
Right.
Fuck, God damn. But I'm gonna lean the Jets just because it's in theory on paper the right choice. But
Are you
I
sure
mean,
about that?
no, no, but yes.
Oh, man. He's a bold man. That's a bold prediction. I'm definitely going with the Pats, man. Or you can be on the other end with Mr. KC and look at mine like it's bold, man. But just flat out looking at it on paper, dude. I hate to be a New York Jet. That's all I gotta say. Um, after that, here, Patriots. You suffer another loss. You play in San Fran. Probably blown out the water. Moving on because Mr. KC agrees with me. Week 5, you're blown out again because you're playing Miami. And
Sheesh.
moving on here. Week 6, you're blown out again because you're playing the Texans.
Uh
Good night.
oh.
Starting to get a little
Uh-oh.
ugly. Looks like you should have gave them that win. Now you got them at what, 0-5 right now?
Yeah, I was like, I lost my chance to make this an undefeated season, right? Like I might have, or at least
Right.
an A win on this season, I should say. But geez,
Yeah.
fuck.
Now that I'm scrolling down, it's getting kind of hairy. After the Texans loss, let's see, you're going down to Florida to play Android 17 in the Jags. That's another L. Good night.
No, that ain't it. That's not the one you needed.
That's not the one you needed.
Can we give the
Uh,
Cardinals?
let's see here. Next week. Okay, here's another one you need. You get the Jets again, and I got you sweeping that. Congratulations, New England. You are 2 wins on my book, both over the Jets.
No, no, I can't get with it. Even without Aaron Rodgers, I'm feeling like you ain't won yet. Like I'm good.
Yeah, they did win already. You just missed the first train too.
I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Hey, the only difference between us is the Jets right now.
Hey man, look, but though this is logic right here though.
Right.
The Jet out of everybody they played, are you mean to tell me that the Jets ain't the only team that they could have beat so far?
No, I don't think they can be the Jets. I don't think they're built for that.
Dude, he's got a little rum in his coke tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I need
It's
to put a
whiskey.
little whiskey. I need to put a little splash in my cup because this man here,
Mm.
Dinjarin, my man though, man. We indifferent. I got 2 wins for the past, both over the Jags. I mean the Jags, the Jets. But
Jets.
this is where the door opens up for you, New England. You can get if you can get a little streak going right here, which I think you can. You get to play the Tennessee Titans next, and I think that's a game that you can win. Honestly, just
Yeah.
like the Jets, underwhelming at quarterback. They're underwhelming at wide receiver. They're underwhelming on defense in most spots except for a cornerback in the D line. What more can I say for the Patriots to win this game, Mr. KC? Are you
Look,
here? Are you with me? Finally?
I'm with y'all. Look, y'all got this one. This is we circle the calendar. This is that one. This is
This
that
is the
one.
one. Oh God! But like I said, y'all going on a streak, ladies and gentlemen. Streak that means you got to win at least 3 in a row, and I got you doing that because the very next week you play the Chicago Bears, and that's almost better than the bye week asking for. I've seen clips on Twitter the last few days. Keenan Allen catching pass from Caleb Williams. He's like, "Oh fuck no!" Like literally his words. Like he's like, "This ain't gonna work, man. These passes are terrible." I got the New York Patriots. I got the New England Patriots winning this game. And who's their quarterback now? Who they draft? Who was it?
Wasn't it Drake May?
Drake May. Yeah, that's who it was. I was supposed to call him Drake London, but that was a wide receiver. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. I'm telling you, the Pats go on a little 3-game win streak there, and I'd put money on this Bears game, to be honest with you, because a lot of people think Caleb Williams is going to be lighting the league on fire, and I just don't see it happening. Especially coming out so soon and trying to be so strong about it. I don't think his skill set is going to allow him to do it. I'm like, yeah, he got a rocket cannon and all this other stuff, but he's throwing me shades of Jamarcus Russell. Like we've seen this before, but he don't have the same it factor like a CJ Stroud, like a Patrick Mahomes, like even a Joe Burrow in most situations. Because I'm not a Joe Burrow hater, but it's wild. It's wild to even think about. And this next game here is kind of going to be a tough one. I can see it almost going either way here, but I'm gonna go. It's the Patriots versus the Los Angeles Rams, and I'm gonna pick the Rams in this game here. Just because they're gonna need that win, I'm sure later in the season, because they're actually gonna be vying for a playoff spot. So I got the Rams over the Patriots in Week 11.
Yeah.
And moving on
Absolutely.
here to your first split of the season in Week 12. In cold November, you're gonna host the Miami Dolphins, and you're gonna get that win. And like I said, people can call it an upset if they want to, but you got to remember the Patriots almost beat these dudes every season. Like it's not like they're ever out of the game when they're playing Miami, except for the time they got blown all the way out. I'm assuming you got the Patriots too, right?
Fins for the win.
Oh, I thought you was fixing your
No,
Patriot
no.
cap.
You know what time it is.
Okay,
Mm-mm,
look,
mm. Not
I don't
very
like cold.
patriotic on this one.
Huh?
Said I'm not very patriotic on that one.
Yeah, man, you like cold. You like dropping the mammal into some cold water, real cold water, and think it's gonna make it. That's why you you don't see no dolphins up there, baby, because it's too cold, especially in November. So, man, hey,
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
go ahead.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, the next game we got on the list here, and honestly, I think you're gonna win this game. Week 13, you're playing the Indianapolis Colts. I think it's gonna be a great game. Actually, I think it's probably gonna be a real back and forth kind of affair. And the coaching advantage that New England's gonna have is what's gonna put them over the edge, and they're gonna get this win.
Coaching advantage.
Yeah,
They
what
got
do you mean? He
Billy
might be
retired, man. They
okay.
done lost
Well,
that.
okay, we're talking about his apprentice, his the dude who's been groomed under him the last 8 years since he
Yeah.
retired.
When's the last time you seen a Bill Belichick little tree do well?
I don't know who's the last one because I live in Championship City. I don't look into Bill Belichick's tree too much because I know that Andy Reid tree be out there getting chips.
Yeah,
So
that Andy Reid tree be out there getting
right,
trips, but you get like old
but
McDaniel. What's old McDaniel done to him? This is what we're about to watch. Or like Patricia, the weird dude, the dude with the girl's name, the rocket scientist that failed in Detroit.
oh,
Uh,
Matt Patricia, yeah, yeah, I remember that.
yeah,
Okay, what
yeah.
they got to do? Didn't he take his team to the playoffs? Didn't he rebuild the team
I don't,
that you like now?
I don't think so. That was Dan Campbell.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We can go tit for tat. I'm pretty sure Patricia was most of them picks, but we'll
Mm,
talk about it later. So yeah, it always it's got to start with one. It's got to start with one, and so we'll see. Either way, they got more coaching advantage than what the Colts got, and I'm just waiting for you to rebuttal that a little bit. It's just you talking about coaching advantage.
I mean, it's just there's a lot of unknown, at least on the Patriots side. Like this is the first time I had coach at that. Like this is just, and on my scoreboard, I only got one win so far. So I mean, they're in a real tough position at this point, and I can't
You
imagine
only
on your
got them with
score.
one win. You
Yeah,
just flat out hating now. So they're not going to
no,
beat the Bears.
no, I
They're
did
not
have the
going to beat.
Bears. Yeah, those two wins. Excuse me.
They're not gonna,
Sorry.
yeah, this dude was tripping, and you still lost me on them two Jets picks. But that's a whole other thing. Like we'll have that crow ready later.
I mean, where
Uh,
you at? Where you at right now? Where you sitting? Where we sitting at
I
over
got
here?
them. I got them. They beat the Jets twice, and then I had them beating the Titans, the Bears, and then the Colts and the Dolphins. I got them at 5 wins right now. Splitting with the
You got them at
Dolphins.
6. You got them at
No,
6, I think.
no. The Jets twice, then the Titans, Bears, and
Bears.
then the Fins. And then I said I'm about to go with the
Okay.
Colts. It's about to be a 6.
No, that ain't it. That ain't it for me. I'm at two. A real
It's all
solid
right.
two. I'm proud they got two.
It's okay. That's why we're gonna see what happens. This is why we do this, baby. Because I got them winning again the next week. They're playing the Cardinals.
I'll take that. I like that style. Look at you getting that little free throw shot right there. You're like, look, this is
They got three
foul.
wins in a
Look,
row.
look, look. Yeah, that I mean, I'll take that.
That's 7. That's 7 wins right there on the season for a team that had about how many they had last year? Just three or four,
Yeah,
something like that.
that's look at a
This is
lot
already
like
improvement.
last year.
No. Especially when they got the capability of beating the Bills every year, which they ain't even played yet. Let me scroll. They must the next game, week 16. I want to pick them over the Bills because I'm pretty sure I already did on my list. We
This
talked
one's
about it.
tough. This one's real tough because both of us know the Bills are going to be off this year. And this is the first time they play the Bills is week 16.
Yep.
Yeah, this kind of is set up for them to mess around
Patriots
and win this
win.
game. Yeah, it really is.
So I'm taking the Pats there and seeing the next game. Oh, well, I'm gonna put an asterisk here. Week 17, they're playing the Chargers. I think they can beat the Chargers, but I also think the Chargers can win this game too. But I'm gonna put an asterisk. I'm going with the Patriots, man. I think the Patriots are probably gonna win, dude. They're
Look,
probably gonna win.
people got to know we're Chiefs fans, right? So this is like if we say this is a hard matchup, that's because the Chargers are that bad as well. Like this is I think you're right. I think we're going to give it to the Pats. They're going to win this game.
I think so, bro. I really do. And then the only last game of the season, all it could be is the Bills again. And honestly, for the sake of it, I'm just gonna pick the Pats because I don't. I hate the Bills, and I'm pretty sure it's the last game of the season. Did I pick the Bills? Let me check my other list. Cause I'm pretty sure I probably picked them to lose.
I feel
I'm
like they got
sure.
us. I feel like they should split. Like the Patriots are smart enough to know that they're not winning anything. They're not making the playoffs. They're not doing making like they need to lose this game more than the Bills do.
I just
Uh,
checked my other list. I got the I got the Pats beating them both times. I didn't know that I picked them to win both times, so
all
I
right,
got to rock with
let's
it.
do it. You talked me
I got
into
to
it.
rock with it. I got.
Uh, I
I
probably
got.
did too. I didn't check my list, but I probably did too. And we got to
That's
keep it a
what.
buck on this. If I called it 2 weeks ago, I got to call it the same today. But you know what I mean. So
The
I
only reason
haven't
why I
checked
hit the
mine,
cross
but
reference on that one because I know I was a little bit confused. I said I'm pretty sure, and so final count for me that the Patriots 1 win, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wins on the season. That's probably about right. 10-7. Worst case scenario, we can flip that. We can flip it around maybe 7-10 or eight at the least. I'd say.
5-12 for me is a little
Ooh.
rough. A little
That's
rough.
because you believing in a dude who ain't played in 5 years and who ain't even showing up to minicamp, who probably still out there getting high, but they gonna beat the Patriots.
I mean, you could argue that, and if we split that, if we even went to a split,
This is
that gets you
sweet.
to it get you a 6, maybe 7.
They're
Seven's a bad spot. I'd rather
they're
win four. I'd rather be at fucking 5 than 7 personally, but
that's why they're
you know,
gonna win 10 and probably try to be a
mm,
wild card. I'm telling you.
little funky mess up your little wild card spot. No, I
Yeah,
don't have I don't have them doing that, but I see your point.
I'm just saying because
I mean,
you
it
the
depends on
Jets
a lot.
program and the Jets current program, even if I had reflect on last year, I still wouldn't say it's better than the Patriots program. I just wouldn't. Their defensive line is the only thing, and it's not even the line. It's just really Quentin Williams. Like outside of him and Sauce, the defense is toast because you see they lose almost every fucking game, even though statistically they were great supposedly. Like the Patriots, they've had a top 10 defense even when they was terrible last year. Like people weren't just blowing the Patriots out; they were losing little games because these things couldn't score more than 13. Now that you got a different quarterback, you got a different system, and you got a few helpers actually finally in the midst, a few playmakers. We're gonna see. I mean, we just gonna have to see. But I got him. I had Tim Williams.
Yeah, my problem is look, if we make the argument from last year, we had Bill Belichick last year, and without him in the building, on the sidelines, doing every little executive decision that his magic hands touch. Like, look, I don't know if he's the greatest coach of all time, but I know that the argument for him to be one isn't necessarily wrong either. So, like, without the kind of goat coaching it, I've got a lot of questions. You drafted a young quarterback that could be very good. It's not without a question. You guys had a great draft pick. You had an early selection. Like you did get kind of the cream of the crop kind of pick, but that doesn't like how many times have we seen that happen? And at
Not
best,
New
some
England.
yeah, not in New England. It's been a minute. Look, you ain't had these problems. You don't even know these. You know, you drafted Mac Jones, Zappy. Like you started throwing darts at some guys. You know, Mac Jones was a
That's
decently high pick.
because Tom Brady set him up for the future to be horrible because he wouldn't just let Jimmy G take over.
Yeah, but I mean, it's hard to move on from Brady. And look, Brady went on to win Super Bowls. Did you? You know, like let's just keep it 100
I
there.
mean,
Like you
yeah.
did.
Now let's keep it 1,000. Of course, he was going to win that Super Bowl. It was the farewell Brady tour. Every great
Mm,
quarterback gets a farewell tour. Every one of them. The ones who don't because they're not greats. Ben
right.
Roethlisberger, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers. They're not going to get a goodbye chip. They don't. They don't deserve one. But
Peyton
you give them to
Manning,
Peyton.
Johnny
Yeah.
Elway.
So you give them to John Elway, Peyton Manning, dudes who've been suffering under the oppression of the AFC because of all the talent. Like you give them a goodbye chip. But good night. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump on back to the NFC side of things. We're going to talk about the Minnesota Vikings, the former Kings in the North, the Kirk Cousinless Vikings. And to start off the season, as we already know from the early picks, they're playing the G Man and they're losing this game right out the gate. I think Mr. Casey had the Vikings winning that. I don't know how, but I think he did.
Yep.
So I got you at 0-1. Week 2, you're playing the Niners, 0-2. Week 3, you're playing the Texans, 0-3. Week 4, you're playing the Packers, 0-4. Week 5, maybe you're playing the
Mm.
Jets. But if Mr. KC got to tell it, you're losing this game. Oh God!
No,
Well,
I'm giving the Jets. Let's give them the win here.
yeah, the Jets to win for sure.
The
I'm giving
Vikings
them the
over the
win.
Jets.
You're going to put
All right. All right.
no,
All
no,
right.
you're not. No, you're not. I won't allow you to do it. If you're telling me the Vikings will
All right.
beat the Jets, but the
I'll take it
Patriots
back.
can't,
I'll take it back. I'll take it
okay.
back. I'll take it back. Take back
There's
seats.
no way in hell you believe
We'll,
that.
we'll go back to one. We'll go back to one. I was trying to throw a dog a bone. No, I'm pretty sure. No, yeah. Let's go one.
Yeah, no, no. So you got the Jets or the Vikings?
the the Jets.
I can't wait for this one to come back. I cannot wait. Oh my god. I really can't. Okay. Next game. Oh God.
It's
You,
one. It's one.
you get a bye week. Week 6 after y'all start off. After you start off 0-5 with my books. I'm so sorry,
No,
but
1 and
huh?
4. Well, they
They're,
won
they're,
one.
they're not going to beat the Giants. They're just not. Oh,
Oh,
oh goodness! And then after your bye week, this is the Kirk Cousins. Without Kirk Cousins, this is what you get. So after that, you're playing the Detroit Lions week 7, and we all know, the world knows, the Lions are going to win this game. After
that
that,
ain't
week
it.
8, huh?
So that ain't it. Yep, that ain't the Lions.
That ain't the one. And guess what? The week after that ain't the one either. They got to play the Rams.
Mm, nope,
And then
nope.
after that, week 9, you play the Indianapolis Colts. You're gonna lose that game too. I'm sorry to tell you.
Preach.
I'm sorry to say it, but somebody has to live in reality. Week 10, you go down to Florida and play Android 17. You're gonna lose that game. Good night. They are taking y'all through the ringer. Like, let's see how good y'all are. Y'all don't want Kirk Cousins that bad? All right. Let's throw him the gauntlet. Whew, week 11. Okay. Okay. Y'all got the Tennessee Titans. I'm thinking y'all still gonna lose, but this one should be closer than this one should be closer. I'll say that at the least. You're gonna lose this game though. Oh my god. I did not
Uh,
know that y'all was
no,
gonna be
they
this
win this.
bad.
They should win this game. This will be the one.
They
This
should
is.
they
I'm
should,
giving. uh,
but they're not.
I'm at 2. There, I'm giving it to them. This is
Week
everybody's free pass. Um,
this your Astrid game?
this is this. Yeah, this is Sally down the block, bro. This is number 2.
Are
Um,
you sure about that?
yeah, anybody can beat her. Anybody can beat it up. Number 2.
I finally got you your first win on the season, Vikings, and it comes week 12 in Chicago. Like this, out of everybody I've seen you play so far, in my mind, this is the most realistic game you can win. And congratulations, here's your first win of the season, week 12. Who you got,
Is
Mister
this in
Casey?
Chicago? Is this
Yeah,
in
no, it's in
Chicago
Chicago.
or in
It's in
Minnesota?
Chicago. Yeah, it's in Chicago, but it don't make a difference. It's the Bears. It could be anywhere.
I'm 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 going to Chicago.
Mr. KC is a bold man today. He's. He, I'm bewildered, ladies and gentlemen. I'm flabbergasted. You've never seen me get to this point. I don't even know what to say.
Uh,
But I
I
understand.
think we're.
Uh,
I think. I think honestly, it's a lot of potato right here between these two teams. That's what I'm seeing. A lot of potato,
all I'm
and I
seeing
think they
is
split. Give me Chicago
no,
and Chicago, Vikings and
no.
Minnesota.
No, I don't know. That's crazy. You're making my head hurt. How are you getting there?
Mm.
It's the same. Are we not talking about this? Okay, week 13, ladies and gentlemen. Um, I'm going with the Arizona Cardinals. Y'all gonna lose to the Cardinals in week 13 in Arizona. Um,
Probably so.
after this,
Down in the desert.
then after that, you're playing the Dirty Birds. I'm going with the Falcons. And then after that, week 15, you get the Bears again. I'll give you that dub again.
And
Vikings
he split.
over
The
Bears.
Vikings beat the Bears here, folks. Yay! Let's
No, it's
celebrate.
too late for you. It's too late for you to come back for that. This the Jets situation all over again. Got them sweeping New
No,
England. Like,
no.
if you should have
Hey, at
split
least
any one of them, it should have been that. I just can't believe it. If you was talking about splitting any one of them, you're talking the Vikings. Are you kidding me, dog? Anyway, I, we're going to see. Week 16, after y'all get the victory over the Bears, you travel up to Seattle and lose to Gino and the boys. Good night, and you're hawked. I'm going to literally put that in my note. You're hawked. And you got the Vikings in this
It's a
one,
good
don't you?
description. No.
Oh, no.
Against the Hawks?
Yeah.
No. In
He's in
Seattle
trouble.
too? No.
Yeah.
No. Uh,
After that, here, you get Jordan Love in the packs again, and I'm going with the pack for sure, without a doubt in
yeah.
my mind. And then you're playing Detroit again. I'm going with Detroit. Oh
Yep.
God! And then after that is Oblivion. It's off season, so that should be it. Yeah, let's tally this thing here. Let's see.
Sheesh.
Vikings, you get 2 wins on the season.
I got three.
2 wins on the season, both over the Bears.
Mm. Sheesh. Sheesh. I only got one over the Bears. I got three
I
though.
know. I was. So, I don't know. You got
So
that
hey,
Drake
you
Henry
what
stuff.
that tells you is you guys could get up to four. Like that is the nice ceiling for you guys as Vikings team. Is you guys could really make it to four. Like if you guys could sweep the Bears, you could make the argument for four, but the
Them are
floor
gonna be the only
definitely tells
two.
you
That's the only two
it's.
wins you're getting. I just, I just really can't. I just can't believe that you think these Vikings are gonna beat the Giants. I'm really flabbergasted over that one.
Yeah,
Like
the
other
start of the
teams, you can make
season.
a case for. I can understand, but you want to talk about a team that got so terrible, like in the last few months. I, hey,
It was
that's why
see
we
week
do this
one.
bold predict. I said that's why this is bold predictions, baby. Because good night, that thing he's standing on it, 10 toes. Let's go ahead and dive into this last team, and let's head back to the AFC. And I'm really interested to see their schedule and to see what Mr. KC does on this one. Because after these Vikings picks and stuff, Lord only knows. We got the Cleveland Browns on the slate, ladies and gentlemen. The Cleveland can't get right Browns. And I mean to
Mm,
tell you, let's talk about it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pull up that. Week 1, Browns versus Dallas. Yeah, Dallas. All
yeah,
right, moving on. Week 2 in Florida to face Android 17 and the Jags. I'm going with the Jags. And
yep.
it's not looking good so far, Cleveland, but this is what we expect. It's what we expect. And week 3, just like I told you already, you're losing to the New York Giants. I got the Giants over the Browns.
Browns for the win.
That's just so crazy. And week 4, Raiders versus Browns. I'm going with the Las Vegas Raiders over the
Give me the
Browns.
give me the Browns.
Oops. All right, week 5. We have the Cleveland Browns versus the Washington Commanders in Washington. Uh, I'll go with the Browns in this game.
You got it.
Washington, Washington could probably win this game, but they'll find a way to lose it before the Browns find their way to fumble it. All right, so Browns, congratulations, your first win of the season. You're out the doghouse metaphorically, because ain't that y'all thing, the dogs or whatever.
Yeah.
Week 6, you're losing to the Eagles. That's probably the easiest pick I've made so far. Bless you. You got the Eagles or the Browns.
The Eagles.
Yeah. And after that, here you get the Cincinnati can't get rights. And I think I picked the Bengals in this game reluctantly. Let me check my list because,
You know you did. You know you did. These Browns ain't beating no Cincinnati Bengals this early in the season.
no, I did pick the Browns. That's why I'm glad I looked. So I gave you
Mm,
this win here. I had them splitting later on, it looks like. Yeah. Okay, so Browns, you get this win early against the Bengals because, like I said, the Bengals start slow. I'm still a believer in that mantra, and we'll see if Joe Burrow even playing by then. So I'll give you the win here, Cleveland, because I gave it to you already back about a month ago. So I got to stand on it. After that, you're playing Big Trust, and you know how to pick Big Trust for the win. Ain't no doubt about it, dude. These Ravens are the Ravens for a reason, dude. It's the only team I ever. They're not even scared of playing teams, but the Ravens are the only team that make me sit on the edge of my seat, like, okay, we need to hurry up and beat these dudes before we fuck around and lose. So, Big Trust in the Ravens. I got y'all here.
you know it. You already know.
See, you already know. He said we in accordance. So as of right now, heading into week 9, you're gonna play the Los Angeles Chargers next, and I'm actually gonna give you an L here, um, just
Uh,
because you're the Browns.
hey, hey, that's number 4 on the year for me. Give me that big win for the Browns over the Chargers. Shout out Dog Pound. Yeah, out here putting in work.
Mm-mm. Knowing he picked the Chargers.
Probably. No, I picked the Browns. Fuck,
Knowing he
I
picked the
don't like.
Chargers.
I don't pick the Chargers.
Oh, but I got your record saying you did.
Oh well, that might have happened, but
He gonna have to
shout
switch
out.
that, ladies and gentlemen.
uh,
Luckily, I've been keeping record, and we both had the Chargers winning. Yes, Lord. So we'll retract that. They got 3 wins according to
yep.
Mr. KC's list, and according to
Take it.
mine,
Take that
and
one back in the
according to
pocket.
mine, we got 2. So we're just one off as of right now, but this is what it is. Week
Right.
10 is the actual bye week. We'll let you breathe. And then coming back, you're playing the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans, week 11. And honestly, y'all find a way to lose that game, I'm sure. Uh, I don't know how you're going to do it, but you're going to find a way to do it. And I'm picking the Saints. And and I'm so reluctant to do it because who should have been the clear cut winner of the NFC South last year just squandered it and just gave it away. Like, I've never seen nothing like that. But I got them with a win over the Browns. What about you, Mr. KC?
No, the Browns. I think win this one. The Saints suck. Like, it's just saying no game.
That is true. That is beyond true. Um, well, with that being said, they're going to lose definitely the week after because they're playing the Pittsburgh Steelers week 12.
Yeah, yeah. You win for the football gods, proving that I was the
Uh-oh, you cut out there for a second, Mr. KC.
well, I was giving the Browns the win there, but
Over the Steelers.
yeah, no, excuse me, no,
Oh, over the Saints?
yeah, over the Saints.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's what it is. I got them losing to the Steelers that following week. Who you got in that one?
Oh, definitely losing to the Steelers.
All right, now week 13. This one is the toss up. Matter of fact, it ain't a toss up. Now that I done thought about it, we done already talked about these bums. Let me just go check my list because this is a garbage time game. I can't remember who I gave the win to, but it is the Week 13 matchup: the Cleveland Browns versus the Dallas. I said Dallas versus the Denver Broncos. And let me just check my list. Week 13. I put the Browns for the win. I say in my heart, I'm pretty sure I didn't give the Broncos that win. So let me just go
No.
ahead and go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the
Yeah.
Browns.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
with you
man,
there. That's number 5 on the season. Big 5.
he said big five. We gonna see how many I got so far. I got you at one, two, and I just gave you your third. Okay, yep. So yeah, we got you at 3 wins. We ain't too far off because you're getting swept by the Steelers, baby. Because you play them again after the Broncos this time in Pittsburgh, and you know it's going down. Yes,
Yeah, we call
sir.
that just factual evidence is what we call that.
And speaking of Pittsburgh, big shout out to Mike Tomlin. I guess the Pittsburgh organization been watching our show, and we've been talking about how much of a credit that man is to the organization. Got him a nice little extension from the Steelers. He'll be there at least 4 more years, man. So big shout out to Mike Tomlin for continuing to be one of the standards of excellence as far as coaching, dude. One of the best coaches we've ever seen. No matter how much you want to hate him, if it ain't your team or whatever, dude, there's just no way you can hate on this man's coaching prowess. And my hat's off to you, Mike, for another deal. And congratulations to the Pittsburgh Steelers front office for recognizing that this is literally the most solid part of your team. And that would make sense because if your coach ain't great, your team gonna suck. So shout out to Mike Tomlin and them Steelers, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean they made sure to get that 3 year
And
locked up.
we've only been talking about it almost the last year about how good of a coach he is, but hey, I guess people got to see him get that check to recognize. Oh, well, maybe Mr. KC and the dude with the beard know what they talking about. maybe
Maybe,
maybe
maybe.
just a smidge, huh? Oh god. So anyway, moving on. Week 15, you're about to lose to Kansas City. That just goes to show nothing else to really talk about. Week 16, I got you beating the Bengals. Week 17, I have you losing to the Dolphins. And let's go to week 18. Losing the big trust in the Ravens to close it out.
Yeah, that puts me at 6.
Yeah, and it keeps me at 3 wins on the season for them. So I've
Yeah,
got
not
you
too
at three
far
wins
apart.
on the season. Yeah, not too far apart. So this is probably the most accurate season you're going to get from us, besides a couple other ones we talked about. But Cleveland did what they say. What you been saying, Mr. Casey? That ain't it. That ain't the one.
It's just not. Sometimes the spotlight gets put on things, and you can tell. You go into a restaurant that's a bad burger or a bad steak or something. You can look at it instantly and no, it ain't it. Sometimes it's just it ain't that. Sometimes you get uh you know uh a fresca or something on in your cup, and you're just like there ain't even no liquor in this. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Right. You just gonna give me grapefruit soda without any kind of spiking? No, sir. But yeah, I'm sorry, Cleveland, but back to in the words of one of my favorite movies, Malibu's Most Wanted, back to the ghetto you go. And Friday After Next. Shout out to Michael Rappaport too. Yeah, he said back to the ghetto you go. Common line in movies, but back to the bottom, baby. Right where you belong. So I don't know what else to say on that. He got you at 6, I got you at 3. And like I said, one of them has still got an asterisk on them, man. Like I said, we'll see what happens because I still think that Washington can beat y'all, but we'll see what happens on that.
Yeah, it'll be a real nice, fun one to kind of see how the Browns do this year. They got a lot of talent in places. It's just, they got stuck with a bad quarterback. It's sad to see.
Yeah, and no real skill position now. I mean, running back is okay, but good night. I don't know what else to say about them,
I
man.
can't
Good
help
night.
but feel like if you still had Baker, you'd probably be in a very, very comfortable situation right now.
Maybe you might be better off, and at least you know he gonna play.
Yeah, at least you know he ain't gonna. Not, at least you know he ain't gonna play too. Like some
Right, exactly.
categories, you know.
He gonna play a little bit,
Like,
but
like
he ain't gonna get caught playing.
yeah, like
Hmm.
uh, good night. Jeez
Right, that's what he said.
Louise.
Good night, Cleveland. You sure do know how to suck the air out of a building. I tell you that. Oh God. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's the fourth for this week, man. And just going over them, it looks like the most promising out of all of these is going to be them Giants, man. But you know, we'll just have to see how that card unfold and everything, and keep eye on these Patriots because, like I said, I had them at 10 wins. Giants had 12. Minnesota used bottom barrel, and Cincinnati and Cleveland used the bottom of the barrel. So I almost want to say we ranked that right, even in the order we went with. Dang there.
Yeah, probably pretty much so.
Yeah. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so we got this at the books. We got a few
All
more
right,
teams to
folks.
go over. We're gonna catch y'all next
This
time,
has
Mr. KC.
been a fun one.
I'm that dude with the beard. It's time to go. Beep, boop.